Guys are, can you hear her? Can you hear her? Can you hear her? Got it. Such a good bike. Let's rev it a little bit for you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, my ears. Oh, look at the oil drip down. Like your girl when I drove by her. Oh, you know the vibes. I'm just joking. Ah. Ooh, it jumped her up to 200. Yikes. Actually, that's not bad at all. This bike goes up to like a 230, bro, 240. Ah! Don't fall. I'm losing my train of thought. I want to talk about your first bike. Obviously, you gotta get 1,000. You know, if you don't, you're a pussy. It's straight up. It's straight. You're a pussy if you don't. Get this. Get this bike. I'm kidding. Do not get this bike. This bike should be like the 10th bike you get. Yeah, I'm still having difficult riding this shit. Spent like 3 years on it. I love it though. But yeah, my first bike, it really depends on who you are. A lot of people ask what what a first bike should be. It really depends. You could always go the safe route. What are you doing? I'm scared. Make sure he doesn't come after me. Alright, what are you gonna do, my boy? Let's see what you're gonna do. He's not looking back. I think we're good. Actually, is he? I can't tell. His mirror shake. But yeah, man, this ride what you think you're gonna be good for. Obviously, like I said, the 300 is fine. A 300 is fine. The 400 is fine. You know, you can't go wrong with it. You know, it might be a little underpowered for some, but it's the safe route. But let's be realistic. We live in the real world. People don't have time or the money to go small and then go big. You know, tax money and registrations and stuff like that. Selling and buying a new bike is just, you know, it'll cost more money than people think, and people just don't want to go through with it. So I suggest, there's a lot of cops. I suggest take the course, take the riding course, and see how you do. If you pass that, no problem, no mistakes, and you feel like you're a natural, and it starts feeling common and stuff like that, it feels good, I think you could start on the 600. But if you have trouble with those bikes at all, even a little bit, you have trouble with the clutch, you have trouble with keeping it balanced, throttle control, brakes, I would start small. What is going on here? Start small. But if you have self-control and you're confident you're not going to end up going over 100 miles per hour within the first week of owning the bike, I think you should you could use a 600. I started on the 600 basically. Technically, my first bike was a 600, and I did fine. You know, I took my time, and taking your time doesn't mean, oh, I like rode for a month under the speed limit, right? It doesn't mean that. It means like you're not gonna end up doing what these people do on Instagram and stuff, and weaving in and out of traffic, and or hitting the back roads, hitting twisties and stuff like that. That's what that means. Like you're gonna ride your bike like you're driving a car normally. It's okay to go fast once in a while, but you're basically just gonna baby it, really. For a while. Like obviously you can still have your fun and go on the highway and stuff. Go on the highway and, oh, she sounded good. And and rip it like once in a while, but don't try to whip in and out, race people and stuff like that. Try to stay away for that for a couple months at least, and see how you do. Try to practice speeding up quickly and braking really quickly. Like just go in the parking lot and do it. Get a feel of your bike and stuff, so when you're in those situations, you're not surprised when something happens. That's the best way to do it. And you got to be honest with yourself. If you don't trust yourself and you really think deep down it's not a good idea, let go of all the ego and stuff. Just let go of it and really think, are you going to behave yourself on the bike? If not, don't get a 600. Start small. And you nowadays, the small bikes have a lot of electronics and have they're a little more powerful, so you can still start with like a naked bike or a or R7. R7 is a pretty good starter bike, to be honest, and you'll be good. Just like I said, take your time with it. Now, as for people thinking of going into a 1000, right? You don't need a 1000. Let's be honest, you don't. It's more of a want than a need. So is a 600, but a 1000 for sure is like a want. Like it's more of a show off. If you're not going to be riding hard, you're just basically buying it to flex, really. And it's really weird because a lot of people were doing that with the R1, and the R1 is the most uncomfortable bike you could probably hop on. Plus, very aggressive, very fast, and it's not a roaming around town bike. You're just not going to enjoy it. I love how I'm saying this and I'm just like chilling on the street, but it is wet, so I'm chilling. I'm not trying to go too crazy. Plus, I'm talking to you guys. But usually I'd be on a highway in Mexico, you know, ripping around and stuff, so, and you know, really testing my abilities. But yeah, other than that, like, you just gotta remember, bro, that like it just make it make sense. Basically, make it make sense. Don't buy something super powerful, uncomfortable, track-like bike just to go into your neighborhood or go downtown, go to a party or something like that, you know, and show off. Like, it's not the bike, bro. It's not the bike. There's a lot of people that do that, and I don't usually hang around those crowds, because when we actually do go fast, they are very sketchy. They are very sketchy, and they don't know what they're doing. So I try to avoid that at all costs. That's another advice to new riders starting out. Don't ride with groups. Don't. Not till you're super comfortable with your own bike, because here's the issue with big groups, especially big groups. You gotta not only worry about yourself and your bike and your riding ability, but you gotta also worry about the riders around you. These guys are crazy. Some of them have no idea what they're doing. You could tell. Just because they could go fast right beside you doesn't mean they know what they're doing. Again, these bikes are easy. Look, I barely hit the throttle. Look how fast I'm going. I'm like barely hitting it. So it's not that hard. A couple weeks ago, I was in a group. I'm not gonna say names, but there's two of them in front of me, right? They're riding next to each other. They're chilling. We doing like 150 kilometers. And this dude is one dude passes them on the left side shoulder on the Mexican highways, you know. And it was just, you know, it didn't look bad. It wasn't as bad as it looks, but it's stuff like that makes no sense to do. Like, you guys are not racing. We're just chilling and cruising. You don't need to pass them, especially in the lane where most people don't pass on. Don't do it. Why risk it? You know, unless you're racing for money or something. I wouldn't get it. So just be really smart, man. Surround yourself with people that don't have a lot of ego and don't want to outrun each other. You know, you all want to, at the end of the day, go home and you know, hang hang out with your friends, family, and stuff like that. So just be smart with it, really. Till this day, I don't really ride with big groups. It's very rare of me. Now I know a lot of people do it every single day, and it's kind of weird. You kind of lose sight of like loving the bike and really understanding the bike, because you're not focused on the bike as much. You're more focused about your friends around you, and it kind of takes away from the beauty of riding. But then again, it doesn't, because you get to experience a bunch of bikes around you. So I don't know what I'm yapping about, really. But personally, I'm a lone rider. I like riding alone, but there are some people I like riding with. I'm very picky, and people I speed with. Sounds so good. I'm not even going that fast. The people I speed with and rip on the Mexican highways are usually people I trust. There's very few people I trust, and it really depends. Usually the first time I ride with new people and we rip on the highway, I don't care who you are, I'm taking my time and watching what you guys do, and then I'll move up and start doing what I do. That's the best way to do it, man. This is so you're not like going into the game without knowing the game plan or knowing your own teammates, right? I usually ride alone. Like I like chilling, bro. Chilling, and I like riding fast alone. I think the safest thing to do is ride fast when you are going fast. Is ride it alone, because you don't gotta worry about everyone else trying to follow you and stuff like that. Try to keep up, because the last thing I want to do is go. Like, I know my limits, I know what I could do, what I can't. And the last thing I want to do is ride with someone that's pretty new, and they see how fast I'm going, and they try to keep up, and then they end up going down because trying to do what I do, and they're not really riding their own ride. And that's probably the worst fear of mine. That's why I also don't like racing people randomly. It's starting to rain again. And I try to avoid that. So anyone in the past that's tried to ridden with me, especially like randomly meeting me, I usually deny it. I always tell them I got something to do, because like honestly I don't know you, and if I don't feel comfortable around you, I'm just not gonna. And it's nothing personal. You might be a good rider, I just don't know. Did my voice just crack? But I don't want to risk it. There's no point in risking it. Oh my god, it is pouring! Oh my god. Let's put it in wet mode, my boy. It's a vibe though. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. Where are we at? Yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. And I'm about to hit the gym, so do what you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. Obviously, you're a grown person. You could start with any bike you want, but realistically, you shouldn't start big. You should start small. If you have the money, get an R7. You won't get bored of it. It looks great. It sounds great. And it won't kill you. If not, any 600, especially the newer ones with all the electronics, is fine too. Just take your time, and I'm gonna take a couple months just learning the bike. Don't go fast, ease into it. Don't go zero to 100. Just ease into it, and you'll be fine. I'm fine. I made it. I'm good. So yeah, guys. Alright, make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Peace. Woohoo! It is raining, my boy. My camera better be fine. Bike needed a wash anyways. Oh my god, it's getting in my helmet. How? Oh, it was open. Fuck me.